Hey, what's up? It's Rashad, Antonio, back MCU Collective. While you're, doing your Black Friday stuff, you got a little something to watch. There's been a lot of noise, scuttlebutt, rumors to talk about. We gave
Hearsay.
it, yeah, hearsay. You know what I'm saying, per se, and we want to give it just a little bit of time to breathe, and just want to talk about a couple of these things, man, because some of these things are probably going to be true, and some of these things aren't. And I just want to really just address some of those. And to be honest, they're all revolving around the Fantastic Four movie. so,
Mm-hmm.
let's get some of this out of the way. Main
Marvel's first
news.
family.
Oh yeah. Those people. So the real news is that one Pedro Pascal, everybody's favorite daddy in a franchise, is supposed to be playing the eponymous role of Reed Richards. There were definitely reactions to that, you know what I'm saying, of varying degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to me, like I really wasn't. I mean, it's Pedro Pascal. I mean,
Yeah.
he can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter. Like I've been watching him since Narcos, so
Yeah.
I already know the man can act, and he's been proven. He's a proven entity
Mm-hmm.
with the Disney Corporation.
Yeah. I just want to say that was not on my MCU bingo card. Thinking
Mm-mm,
that like he wasn't
mm-mm.
even a thought to play Mr. Fantastic. But yeah, Reed Richards.
Nah. Next up, we got and we kind of knew this early on, but even before like the writer's strike and stuff. Vanessa Kirby was gonna play
Mm-hmm.
his spouse. Also, we
Was
got
it on
one.
Sue Storm?
Yes, Sue. Then we got. I'm not sure who's gonna play who. We got Joseph
Yeah.
Quinn and Ebon Moss Bacok. You know what I'm saying? That sounds very Hebrew. Either one of them are gonna play Johnny Storm or the Thing. I'm thinking your boy Joseph Quinn is gonna play Johnny Storm because he
Okay.
is like the younger one. That's the
Mm-hmm.
your boy from Stranger Things who was
Mm-hmm.
like the outcast character who ends up
Yeah.
saving the day with the click and dying. It's gonna be supposedly, as of right now, the Fantastic Four, which is, we already knew they're gonna start, things are gonna start leaking eventually because the actor strike is over and
Mm-hmm.
people are starting to get antsy and need to get his information out there to the
Mm-hmm.
trades and stuff. And this was on Variety. So it's not like it was some, of course, okay,
It,
let me backtrack. A few weeks ago, Variety had the thing about like Marvels was in shambles. That's not really what Variety does. Variety
mm-hmm.
does this when it comes to actors and who's going to be in what movie. This is what they do. This that like
Yeah.
TMZ side reporting, they don't really do that well because that
Mm-hmm.
article was some trash. But anyway,
Yeah.
this right here is interesting to me because elephant in the room. A lot of people don't really understand why they pick Pedro. Why would they potentially pick Pedro Pascal
Mm-hmm.
opposed to any other litany of available white men in in the industry? And like I said, the main thing is because he's already in the family. Like your
Mm-hmm.
boy, only thing he's doing right now is doing voiceover for the Mandalorian because he ain't in the suit no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in case y'all didn't know, there's a whole black man in a suit with locks,
Mm-hmm.
and him and
Mm-hmm.
like another stunt actor do all the physical stuff for that role.
Mm-hmm.
So he can easily step in and do this. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I heard concerns over like, yo, man, your man's too old to be doing this. My thing is,
Yeah.
if they're having him being an older role, then they're doing it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? They want to age up. They
Mm-hmm.
want them to already be a family already. So we're not getting like a prototypical origin story with them. We're gonna sprinkle them in, and they're gonna already have been around or whatever.
A theory that has been kind of thrown out there even before they picked, what I'm saying, they picked this up and it was talking about bringing the Fantastic Four to the MCU family. And it was kind of like a teaser somewhat in a multiverse of madness where the Fantastic Four has been around the whole time because they're from the 60s. And you remember Doctor Strange even said it. He was like, I'm Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four. He was like, weren't y'all like a rock band or something from the. He said we're trying for the '60s or something like
Yeah,
that.
what's our
So
band from the
it
60s? Yeah.
yeah. So it could be something lead to that, and then also people remember we are it's multiple it's multi MCU has completely dove into the multiple universes, the multiverse, and stuff like that. They might come from a multiverse where these mofos been around the whole daggone time dealing with the Avengers and possibly other entities as well within the MCU.
Exactly. So, I mean, there's a plethora of ways that Marvel
Mm-hmm.
can finagle and finesse this. So that part of it ain't even like a big deal. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
here's the opposite end of that, where you have the trash rumors today, and just the people really being super clickbaity. And I first
Mm-hmm.
saw it like, and I had to kind of follow the thread, and I'm thinking that discussing film said this today is that
Mm-hmm.
they're supposed to be gender swapping. Um, excuse me.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Get it out. Mm.
Rumor is that discussing film said that they were going to be gender swapping Silver Surfer. Did you see that? Yeah.
No.
So this was today, and you already know Twitter is ablaze, and this ain't even
Mm-hmm.
like a good reputable rumor site. Like it's
Okay.
discussing film. Like they just be saying anything for clicks.
Right.
So I really doubt that's gonna happen. Like that doesn't that they even said it was gonna gender swap the thing earlier this year. I don't know if you remember that or not. Yeah, so
I
like they like
vaguely, yeah.
yeah, so people just it's like just be
Yeah.
talking. I'm like you gotta be able to parse the, you know what I'm saying, the real from the fake. And
And this is
that's
kind of like the best time to do it because it's like nothing on the MCU is set to come up until like what the beginning of 24 or mid or what I'm saying late spring or something.
yeah, I mean, and plus there's nothing going on.
Right.
And we're about to hit like the holiday season. So Hollywood, even though it's starting back up, it's about to shut down for the holiday
Yeah.
season. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, ain't nothing gonna be really popping until January,
Yeah.
February. That's when everybody's gonna essentially get back to work for real, for real. So I mean, it's a weird time because we had all this work stoppage, and now we can get back to work, but it's too late in the year,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is like which is really sad for the people who really need to work, not just the people who are acting, but like the
Right.
industries that
People behind the
surround,
scenes. Yeah.
yeah, even like the small businesses and all of them who are in those
Mm-hmm.
areas that help supply and feed and
Mm-hmm.
bartenders, like the whole nine. It's not just it's
Yeah.
kind of like when LeBron left Cleveland the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
downtown went
Yeah.
back down to trash again. So
Right.
you got to
Uh,
remember, man, it ain't just like the
you know,
actors.
and I actually am part of one of the unions that work on movies, but I'm on the TV side of it. But I'm part of one of the unions that they flash at the end that says, they had a different organizations to help out and stuff. So,
Hmm. Yeah, So yeah, it's real out here, man. You pay your dues. So yeah. Other
mm-hmm.
than that, like it's crazy because between this news, Fantastic Four, we have just the overall shifting of the entire schedule, like that
Mm-hmm.
happened as well. I mean, like essentially, only thing coming out next year is going to be Deadpool 3. Everything else has been
It's kind of,
shifted to
mm-hmm.
2025. So
Yeah.
with that, like, and this is kind of interesting to me because they must have a hell of a lot of faith in Deadpool 3
Yeah.
to not even try to like rush anything or fast track nothing,
Yeah.
because I mean, because on the real, um saying that stupid movie, not stupid, saying that movie, Brave New World was already shooting. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They're probably, let's just say they're halfway done. They could have
Okay.
easily picked up photography and resumed and got that out by the end of the year. Um, so that whole schedule shifting is like that happens, and that's gonna happen with everything. Like 2025 is gonna be so packed we're supposed to have
Yeah.
like 5 MCU movies.
Yeah, because Brave New World is the last of Phase 5. It's the last of Phase 5, and let's just go ahead and put this out the way right now.
All right.
So far, Phase 5 has been pretty weak from what we've gotten.
Yeah.
Has been pretty weak, and they are really they're gonna have to really bank on Deadpool and Brave New World to kind of like, I guess you could say, keep people interested that's still holding on to the MCU, or bring people back in, because a lot of people have been like, I guess you could say, the Marvel fatigue. Because so far this Phase 5, we got it started off with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, which was Then
Mm-hmm.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which me and Rashad both love.
Mm-hmm.
The Marvels, which was
It's very
and then
okay.
Deadpool coming July 26, 2024. And then Brave New World, February 14th, 2024. This is like the first time MCU Marvel has only had one movie come out a year, probably since Iron Man.
It's been a long
A
time.
long time like that. So yeah, so we we'll see. We'll see what happened. And then after that, Phase 6 kick into play. And the first movie in Phase 6, 2025 May, Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and that's gonna be like 2026. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, it might
Because
have to get pushed back till the
yeah,
end.
that whatever you priority, they ain't even update yet.
They're really banking on Deadpool 2024, but they're also banking on the Disney Plus series, because What If picks up December 22nd. Then Echo
Mm-hmm.
comes around January 10th. Um, this one I'm really interested in, Agatha and the Darkhold Diaries. That's not coming till late 2024. And then probably 2025, that's when you're going to get Ironheart and Daredevil Born Again. So,
And like, the crazy thing is,
what's that, sir?
Ironheart is done.
I heard it was.
I heard they wrapped on
So
that.
they
So
probably doing a lot of post production.
that might be really good. I'm hoping it is
Yeah.
because I like the actors, I like
Mm-hmm.
the character itself, comic book character,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. So hopefully that we can have a a bang, and which is gonna be interesting because they made they made Darkhold Diaries and Ironheart the way that they used to make television, which is like
Mm,
essentially like a movie style split up into 6 episodes. So that's gonna be like the last vestiges of that. And what's gonna change is when Daredevil starts. Because
mm,
Daredevil is gonna be
yeah.
ran like a regular TV show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Like
interested to see
villain of the day type stuff and everything like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
or even like it's gonna be like of course it's gonna be like an interconnected story, but it's gonna be interesting to see how they just how it
Like how
flows.
they I wonder if they're gonna make it like the Netflix series was,
Probably, and then seeing how
which was excellent, by the way.
yeah, very probably one of the it's top 10. But seeing how
Mm-hmm.
especially season 1, season 2 was bomb too.
Yeah.
Like season
Mm-hmm.
1, man, that's whew, yeah. We
Mm-hmm.
might need to rewatch that. Anyway,
Yeah.
the way, because especially the way that Echo is TVMA, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That they're kind of leading the path for other stories to be told like in a more mature way, which I appreciate, but we have to
Yeah.
wait and see. And here's like the biggest revelation out of all this rumors and news this week was dealing with one Jonathan Majors. I want to say our boy, but I don't know how long he gonna be our boy
Yeah.
because rumor has it that they are on the outs with him and they're going to want to have a new villain to in phase 6. And this is kind of okay. I also heard something else yesterday too. So and here's the situation behind it. So Jeff
Okay.
Loveness, the dude that was writing the movie, you know what I'm saying, is off.
Mm-hmm.
He's not writing it anymore. Also, the director, Daniel David Daniel Cretton, Daniel Cretton. He was
Yeah.
supposed to be directing it. He's no longer directing it, and he said he will be focusing his efforts on Shang-Chi 2, which they need to just make, because it's going to be like 5 years between sequels, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those two things are kind of like leading people to believe that Johnathan Majors probably won't be the focal point of the end of Phase 5 and beginning of Phase 6. Also, the way that Loki ends, really could be like kind of like the backdoor way for them to justify it in universe that Kang isn't a threat anymore in any timeline, because the TVA, that's like their sole
They're now just
job.
basically
Yeah,
it's hunting down Kane
we just
variants. Yeah.
what we doing? Killing
Killing
Kangs.
Kang.
We killing
Killing
Kangs tonight.
Kangs.
Gonna kill some Kangs tonight, boy. Y'all see them Kangs out there tonight? Yeah, anyway. No, his
How do you feel
okay.
about that?
I don't like it. But anyway, but this is
Okay.
what I heard also. So this is from a podcast I listen to all the time called The Weekly Planet, with these two Australian dudes. And somebody wrote in this is a strictly a rumor. I mean, like a rumor for real. They said that somebody sent an email, said, look, y'all, I was working with Johnathan Majors on that that Western. He did like a Western.
Yeah, he did that Western. I think that was a Netflix.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
one title movie,
one
whatever.
shot. Yeah,
I forgot the name of it. Anyway, he's working with him. And at the time, that's when Johnathan Majors actually signed the deal with Marvel to be Kang. And he said he was cool with one of his people that that was in his entourage or whatever. And he said, yeah, he just signed a contract, and the way this contract is set up, only he can play the variants of Kang. So any performance of Kang, only Johnathan Majors can perform that character. So if that was actually written in the contract like that, one, kudos to Johnathan Majors and the lawyers and his team for writing like that. And two, Marvel must have been really, really confident in this man for them to agree to that. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's, I'm just saying, of course, this is wild speculation. This is a for real rumor, but if that's the reason why they have to straight up just pivot from this character altogether, then dang, they really signed it 10 years away from themselves.
Yeah. And man, I don't like it either, man. Especially since, I might be wrong, but last revelations coming out that they, the situation that happened with him and his ex-girlfriend, they're saying that, he wasn't, kind of found out that he was cool with, what I'm saying, like it won't really anything necessarily wrong he did. It was kind of like self-defense type thing. But if Disney is just kind of be like well, nope, still can't do it. It's kind of like, god damn, man, this is it's messed up to what I'm saying, to do that. Do you think this could be smoke and mirrors for something else, Rashad? Like possibly where my mind always starts to twist and turn. Where Kang the Conqueror is Kang the Conqueror, but what if Doom is a variant?
I'm just saying, man. Like there's a bunch of ways that they didn't necessarily write themselves into a corner, so to speak, but they can wiggle their way out if they need to, because the source material is way too vast. And also there's too much at stake for them to just really falter and fall on their face. The like even with even though the Marvel second week movie sales have fallen off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like the machine really don't stop. The only thing that stopped the
Yeah.
machine was them not wanting to pay the actors and the writers.
Right.
And I mean, on the real, like a lot of this is their fault.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just as a whole, because since business wise, Disney and these other corporations are beholden to, shareholders and profits and all that good stuff. I think that there was they didn't think that they was going to dig in their heels and actually start, asking for
Yeah.
reasonable things. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we
And
got
the
to put up
actors and writers went 10 toes down, baby. Mm-mm.
exactly.
And I mean, it's 100% justified. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the actors and the writers for that.
Oh yeah, I mean, because like we're just regular working people ourselves, so
Exactly.
I'm always with the people, even though we cover this stuff. Yeah, but like it's real interesting, man. Like I don't if they do shift from, let's just say they do have to shift from Kang. All right, so let's have some fun. If they got to shift from Kang, then what is
Okay.
Avengers 5 going to be about? What do you think Avengers 5 could be?
Avengers 5 that's the Kang Dynasty or the Secret Wars? Which one is that's
It's supposed to be Kang Dynasty. So there's no more Kang Dynasty. This is straight
bro?
after Fantastic Four. Why are we having a big bang up meetup with all our quote unquote Avengers? What's going to bring us together?
X-Men.
I'm just saying, like what's going to bring
Yeah.
us together? Because that's slotted as an Avengers movie,
Mm-hmm.
and let's keep it an Avengers movie. What
Mm-hmm.
what could actually galvanize them?
Them going against the mutants.
That's it. That's all. Like on the real, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Them going against it. Mm-hmm.
it's the only thing. And to be honest, I don't even know that. I don't know how they can. I don't know how they could get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be difficult to get to that.
Or we can finally start talking about the Celestials again. I mean, because we got a giant marbleized Celestial in the middle of the damn ocean that has not been even, nothing's even been said. Even Fury hasn't said anything about this, and Fury knows all. And I mean, I think that is the biggest ball drop that Marvel has done since Endgame, since the Endgame. Because after Endgame and everything, it was like, all right, what's coming up next to the thing? And then they introduce, you know, you know what it is, man? They introduce too many things at one time. They
Definitely.
introduce you know what I'm saying? Like we already knew about the multiverse and stuff, especially from Doctor Strange or whatever. And with Doctor Strange and also like in Infinity War when he was like, I went through 6,000, saying 60 million different versions of to see what we know about the multiverse or whatever. Cool. But they went 10 toes down on trying to do the multiverse. But then at the same time, it was like, hey, we want to explain to them that these Celestials are a real problem out here. And so they went with the Eternals. And the Eternals basically wasn't the movie that they really thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They kind of dropped the ball with the Eternals. But my thing is, how are you going to do this where, number one, there is an Eternal, there's a Celestial, pardon me, that was hatching out of Earth that marbleized in the middle of the Indian Ocean, just sitting there marbleized in the Indian Ocean. Nothing's going on with that. And then on top of that, at the end of the movie, the main Celestial basically showed himself to the entire planet. Everyone was like, yo, what is this up here? And he takes like 40 Eternals away. And after that, you heard nothing. No mention, nothing at all. It's like, what are we doing here, guys?
I got dude I also follow dude Jay Washington's comedian and an
Mm-hmm.
actor, also a complete nerd. And he has a theory about this.
Okay.
Jay was like, the reason why this happens because like a lot of these movies are taking place in different universes. So he was saying basically that whole like universe I had to deal with the celestial thing. He said that's like an entire different universe from the 616.
Okay.
So and eventually they're gonna all meet up, and you know what I'm saying, when the Secret Wars comes in, we're gonna find out like, you know, who was where and what was what and all that good stuff. I was
I
like,
feel like this. I hope so. And the only reason I say I hope so, which gives me the slight pause with that, is that they did talk about the Thanos and the snap,
yeah,
but that probably happened in multiple. You know, they could say, well, this happened in multiple universes where it happened. You know, because I don't know, man. You know, Marvel has to really, Kevin Feige and the guys have to really get together and really, you know, come up with a plan of action where take a map of everything that's happened since Endgame and try to find a way to make everything come to one point.
yeah, and the crazy part, excuse me, I'm
Mm-hmm.
struggling today. And the crazy part is they probably already have that mapped out, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just timing wise is it's just been terrible.
Yeah.
Like imagine being able to like free free flowingly create for like 15, like 12, 13 years straight without
Mm-hmm.
no real problems. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And then you get COVID, you know what I'm saying? And then you start to get back some little momentum. Then you get a writer strike and an actor strike. Like
And then don't forget too, and don't forget too, one of probably the biggest things, the mouse is involved now.
oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like now, no. You know what you also got? Oh yeah. And this is something that a lot of people don't really understand. Okay, so back in like 2019, going into 2020,
Mm-hmm.
Bob Iger, he effectively retired. And they got
Mm-hmm.
Bob Chapek. So there's a difference in CEO management. 2019,
Philosophy.
boom, Mandalorian came out, streaming stars. Like you gotta remember 4 years ago, wasn't we only had like 3 streaming services. When
Yeah.
Disney Plus came out,
Changed it.
that's when everybody else started dropping their stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
Bob Chapek, the CEO at the time, for all accounts, like he was an asshole. And
Yes.
he went super hard on streaming. So if you notice, everything that was streaming wise for Disney, especially during the pandemic, all the stuff was getting greenlit. All of it
Mm-hmm.
was getting greenlit.
Yeah.
And that's why we have a lot. That's why we had a lot of the issues with the MCU, because them
Mm-hmm.
trying to follow that movie model to make TV, and they got
Mm-hmm.
bottlenecks with projects. So that's why Quantum Mania looked like that. That's why Miss Marvel. That's why Miss Marvel was the way it was. That's why
Mm-hmm.
She-Hulk basically was making jokes about you know what I'm saying, like, you know, previs and stuff like that. And the sad part was they was not lying. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
was the truth. They were taking people off. They took people off of Quantum Mania to make sure Black Panther 2 was correct. And I respect that because
Yeah.
you know that's a
Yeah.
black thing. But still,
Choo, choo.
they took people off of that to make sure Black Panther 2 was correct. So when
Right.
you're spread that thin, then it caused a lot of trouble. And then they got Chapek out of there. And now Disney is restructuring how they do streaming. If you notice, there's a lot of stuff that was on streaming ain't up there no more because they're trying to save money. Like
Mm-hmm.
Willow was a streaming show that they did. It only got one season and it ain't up there no more. So you know
Oh, for
there's a
real?
couple. Oh yeah, they took that off. They ain't paying them people no
They
more.
still got the movie though, right? I like the movie. I hope the movie's still up there.
Don't even
Probably never
remember. You know what I'm
cares.
saying? So like,
Uh-huh.
so that's what they're doing right now. And Iger already
Mm-hmm.
said, look, man, like we was doing the most, and what we're not gonna be doing is too much and not enough.
Mm-hmm.
So he already said, look, I'm refocusing back on movies,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna be very smart about what we put on streaming, and that's
Yeah.
gonna be it. So that's why you
And
have
that's probably why a lot of the streaming stuff that was set to come out, like just overall through Disney
yeah.
Plus, has kind of been like hold
We
off,
hold on
you
for
know,
all that. Come on now,
hold
like
off on it.
because
Because
if because
we supposed to got X-Men 97 like
X-Men
September.
97 should have been on this summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that stuff
Yeah.
is probably already done. You know what I'm saying? Ironheart already done. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Agatha, um, House of Harkness, whatever it was called before that, and now
Yeah.
Diary, Darkhold Diary, like that. Yo,
Yeah.
like that's basically done. So they definitely
Yeah.
are going back to say, hey, like we got to make sure that we give the people the best products. Because if we don't, this
Yep.
backlash is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be a hard road to hoe. You know what I'm saying? But if they can come through, if and I'm and if Echo does well, you know what I'm saying? That's going to give him a little bit
Uh-huh.
of boost. But then in the summertime, when Deadpool 3 comes out, I think Deadpool 3 is going to be crazy because
Yeah.
it's like
Because
Deadpool
Deadpool
1
was already dabbling in multiversal stuff when he was with
anyway,
Fox.
man. And he gonna
Yeah.
like, be playing and be quippy and be very self-referential, breaking the fourth wall, all that good Deadpool stuff. And that's gonna and it's gonna lead into everything else. So, that could be
Yeah.
also like a quick backdoor way to get X-Men too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I hope
Before.
I hope Echo does well. My only pause with Echo doing really good is because it's an obscure Marvel character, an obscure Marvel character that the general populace, is not really familiar with. You know what I'm saying, Rashad? You know what I'm saying, Rashad? Like the general populace is not really familiar with Echo. Like us fans of Marvel, we know who she is, and we're willing to, check it out. So I hope it does well. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like you said, Disney starts to compartmentalize more stuff with Disney Plus, where okay, cool, we know that there's these obscure characters and stuff like that. Let's kind of focus more on what people know first before we start bringing all this other stuff, I'm saying, other stuff out, whatever.
Yeah. I mean that's probably the much more reasonable thing to do. But yeah, but either way, like
Mm-hmm.
the stuff that they still made, like they still gonna drop it. They're not
Oh
gonna do
yeah.
like they're not gonna do like Warner Brothers and just shelf stuff. Save money. Those guys.
Warner Brothers, God, yeah.
David Zaslav out here looking like a mustache twirly villain right now, yo.
It's funny because
What's your movie, huh?
somebody today asked me at work. It was like, "You going to see Aquaman too?" I was like, "Probably
I'm
not."
gonna watch Blue Beetle probably over the holiday.
Yeah, I
It's
haven't
on
seen that yet. It's
it's
now
on
on
streaming
H.
now. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's on
so
Max. I'll
we'll
probably
see. Yeah,
get out of watch if I got time. I'll have time. I'm not gonna be
yeah,
anyway.
because he is going to be because Blue Beetle is going to be a part of my man's I can't think of, you know what I'm talking about.
James Gunn.
Yeah, going over into the new DC universe that he's building. David Gunn.
James Gunn. Why you said David?
I said David Gunn. Good guy, James Gunn.
Nah,
So
it's all
yeah,
good. But nah, yo, so that's really it for this, man. If y'all like stuff like this,
yeah,
little quick update episodes, let us know in the comments. We'll definitely will be back. It's almost about time to do that year end recap, yo.
yeah, yeah. It's about time for that
About
year end
that
recap,
time.
and
About that time.
yeah,
So
we'll
make
try to
sure.
figure out something with what if, the episodes, because they
Oh
coming
yeah,
out.
I don't know how we're gonna do
Yeah,
that. Hey,
yeah,
we'll
because they coming
definitely.
out with a different episode every day for 9 days straight.
Yes.
So
I don't
we'll see how
even.
that rocks.
Yeah, yo, yeah. Either way,
We
man.
just yeah,
We will we're gonna talk about it. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys leave
yeah.
comments, man. Hey, we almost at like 1,400 on YouTube.
Let's
So
go.
definitely keep on subscribing, man. Listening, man. We
Yes, sir.
appreciate you guys. Till next time.
Indeed. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out
Till
here.
next time.
All right, y'all. Peace out, y'all.